Have you ever worked on a project where you've needed to call attention to something or someone in the video frame? The technique I'm about to demonstrate will show you how to use a mask to effectively put the spotlight on your subjects. This effect can be created quickly and used in any number of ways, from spotlighting individuals in a group shot to illuminating text on a book or web page for a documentary or product demo. For this tutorial, I placed a famous 1940s-era photograph in the timeline, and I plan on spotlighting the only woman in the scene. Set in and out points to establish a duration you want the spotlight effect to appear on the screen. From the Generators drop-down menu on the viewer, choose Slug. Press Shift F7 and Shift F8 to unpatch the audio source buttons in the patch panel. Press F12 to superimpose the slug between the in and out points on the V2 track. Now select the slug clip, then from the Effects menu choose Effects, Video Filters, Matte, Mask Shape. Double-click the slug to load it into the viewer, then click the Filters tab. Invert the mask by clicking the Invert checkbox. In the Shape drop-down menu, choose Oval. Adjust the horizontal and vertical property sliders until you get the shape and size you want. Now click the Center button, then position your mouse cursor in the canvas and drag around to reposition the mask over your subject, then release the mouse. Click the Motion tab, then click the Opacity triangle to reveal the opacity slider. Drag the slider until you're happy with the level of contrast. Generally, I like the value to be in the 50 or 60% range, but you'll have to experiment. Currently, the mask has a hard edge. If you want to soften it up a bit, choose Effects, Video Filters, Matte, Mask Feather. Click on the Filters tab and adjust the level of softening applied to the mask. As a final touch, you may want to have the spotlight fade in rather than do a hard cut to the effect. Select the in or out point of the slug on V2, then press Command-T to add the default transition. Unless you've changed it, the default will always be a cross dissolve. Adjust the transition duration if you want, then play the clip back to see your effect. Let's quickly look at another common spotlight scenario you might find useful, which involves spotlighting text. Here's a clip of an old letter, and I want to call attention to a few lines in the center of the page. I'll press Command-C to copy the slug clip from the earlier exercise. Then move the playhead to the frame I want the spotlight to appear over, then press Command-V to paste the clip. As you can see, an exact copy of the first spotlight-affected slug has been pasted at this new location. Double-click the copied slug to load it into the viewer, then click the Filters tab. Change the shape to rectangle, then adjust the horizontal property until the highlight spans the entire frame. Drag the soft slider until you're happy with the level of feathering. A really cool thing to do with your spotlights is to animate them using a few keyframes. Move your playhead where you want the animation to start, then click the Center button in the Mask Shape property controls. Move your mouse into the canvas, then click and drag the mask to create your starting position. Click the Keyframe button for Center to create a keyframe. Move your playhead to the frame you want the animation to end, then click the Center button. Click and drag in the canvas to find your ending position. A second keyframe is automatically added. Now play the clip back, and you have an elegant way of emphasizing your text. Thanks for watching.